Does your dog actually love every member of the family equally? Sure, they act like a politician at a rally whenever anyone walks through the door, throwing wags and wiggles at anyone with a pulse. But let's be real for a second. Most people assume dogs just spread their love around to whoever happens to be holding the treat bag or filling the bowl. But that is a total lie. There is a massive, life-altering difference between general canine friendliness and a deep, soul-level biological imprinting. Dogs are wired to choose a specific anchor point in their lives, a person who is their absolute North Star. Today we are diving deep into 10 subtle, slightly weird, and scientifically proven signals that confirm you are that one special human for them. If you have ever wondered if you are truly the favorite, the chosen one, the main character in your dog's movie, then you really need to hear this. Have you ever noticed that your dog often just leans their entire body weight against your legs while you are trying to make coffee or talking on the phone? Most owners think their dog is just being clumsy or is too lazy to stand up on their own 4 paws. In reality, this is the legendary canine lean. In the wild, pack members lean on each other to provide security and to maintain body heat while staying alert. When they do this with you, they are using you as their physical and emotional rock. Biologically, this physical contact releases a massive hit of oxytocin in their brain. That is the exact same bonding hormone that flows between human parents and their newborns. They aren't just taking up space or being a furry trip hazard. They are literally grounding themselves in your presence. They are saying, "I am safe with you and you are my home." Then there is the way they look at you when you are just hanging out on the couch. If your dog fixates on you with those soft, almost dreamy, squinty eyes without blinking or looking away, they aren't just waiting for a piece of your sandwich. Scientists call this social gazing, and it is the ultimate form of trust. In the animal kingdom, staring is usually a threat or a challenge. But when your dog stares at you like you are a sunset, they are giving you a hug with their eyes. They choose you out of everyone in the room to share this intimate moment of total vulnerability. They aren't scanning you for commands or snacks. They are simply basking in your existence. It is a silent, profound declaration of love that goes straight from their soul into yours. Does your dog follow you absolutely everywhere? I am talking about the bathroom, the laundry room, or even just when you stand up to grab a glass of water. Many people call this being a Velcro dog or just plain clingy, but for your dog, it is strategic proximity. In a pack, you move as a unit. If they have chosen you as their anchor, their instinct is hardwired to know your coordinates at all times. It isn't that they don't trust you alone in the kitchen, it is about belonging. They are telling the world that wherever you go, that is exactly where they are supposed to be. You aren't just their owner, you are their direction in life. And what about the yawning? When you let out a big yawn after a long day, does your dog yawn shortly after? This isn't just a coincidence, and it actually has nothing to do with them being sleepy. It is a sign of deep emotional contagion. Studies have shown that dogs are significantly more likely to catch a yawn from their favorite person than from a complete stranger. This happens because of mirror neurons in their brain that allow them to feel what you feel. When your dog returns your yawn, it shows how incredibly synchronized they are with your internal state. They are so connected to you that their body literally mirrors your unconscious physical signals. It is the purest, most involuntary form of empathy. Do you often find your dog sleeping on your pile of dirty laundry? Or do they specifically hunt down your smelly gym socks, even though everyone else's clothes are right there? Your personal scent is like a high-definition security signal to them. Dogs have over 300 million olfactory receptors, and your specific scent triggers a dopamine explosion in the reward center of their brain. When they steal your things, they aren't trying to be a chaotic little thief. They are building a sensory nest out of your identity so they can feel close to you even when you are out of the room. To them, your old t-shirt is better than the most expensive dog bed in the world because it smells like their favorite person. You are their emotional comfort perfume. This next one sounds a bit crazy, but the science actually backs it up. Researchers in Japan found that dogs slightly raise their left eyebrow when they see someone they love above all else. When they see a stranger, they don't do that. Instead, they tend to move their right ear back. This tiny, split-second asymmetrical facial expression is a direct line to the emotional side of their brain. So, the next time you walk through that door, Look really closely at their face. If you see that brief, tiny twitch of the left brow, that is the biological proof that their heart just skipped a beat simply because you walked into the room. But wait a second, because we need to talk about something even deeper. If you think a wagging tail is the peak of canine love, you have barely scratched the surface of what is actually happening in that furry head of theirs. There is a level of connection that most people completely walk past every single day. A type of loyalty that doesn't just happen with anyone who gives them a belly rub. It is a biological superpower they reserve only for their true North Star. Think about how your dog acts when the food bowl is finally empty. Many dogs are extremely affectionate right before dinner because, let's be honest, they are smart and they want to eat. But the true test of the favorite person happens after the meal is over. When your dog is full, their belly is satisfied, and their basic needs are totally met, who do they go to? If they still choose to trot over and fall asleep right against your feet, that is the purest, most selfless form of love. They don't need anything from you in that moment. They aren't looking for a handout. They are just looking for you. In that moment, you aren't a food provider. You are their soulmate. Then there is the legendary full-body wiggle. We all know the normal tail wag, but for the favorite person, dogs pull out the big guns. This is when the tail wag starts at the shoulders and makes their entire backside and spine swing like a frantic noodle. It is a massive, uncontrollable dopamine release. Dogs literally cannot fake this level of physical excitement. It is a total loss of motor control caused by pure, unadulterated joy. If they do this exclusively for you, while only giving others a polite, standard wag, the case is closed. You are the absolute highlight of their entire day. Have you ever had a really miserable day, walked through the door in total silence, and suddenly found your dog glued to your side? They don't just hear your heavy sighs, they can actually smell your cortisol levels. Dogs are masters at detecting stress, sadness, and anxiety through their nose. Being the favorite person means you have an unpaid, four-legged emotional bodyguard. They try to absorb your burden by resting their heavy head on your lap, or simply being a silent, warm presence in the room. They don't need words to understand you. They feel your heart, and they refuse to let you stand alone in the rain. Finally, when your dog rolls onto their back and offers up that soft, unprotected belly, they are giving you the ultimate canine compliment. In the animal world, showing your underside is an act of maximum vulnerability. They are telling you that they trust you with their very life. They know with absolute certainty that you would never hurt them. If they seek out eye contact while they are upside down, that bond is officially unbreakable. They have made their choice. In their eyes, you aren't just a human who pays the bills. You are their pack leader, their ultimate protector, and the great love of their life. You might have always sensed that special connection, but now you have the proof. If your dog shows even a few of these signs, you are the entire center of their universe. It is a type of loyalty that money can't buy, and time can't fade. Keep being that wonderful favorite person, because in their heart, you are and always will be number one.